I go by the name of Richard Adams. I call myself the architect, right? Architect of opportunity. And tonight there's going to be an opportunity for us to change if necessary, and we can all do better. So if this is your first time listening, for the last 6 weeks, we've been going over what clarity means to us, and this is called the Clarity Project. So this is the 6th episode. So this is the finale of the Clarity Project. So everything that we discussed from Clarity Project 1 up to Clarity Project 5 has been leading us to this finale. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. So feel free, communicate with me in the chat, and I'll communicate back with you. Good evening to you, Lady Renee, Ronnie, and everybody else that's getting logged on. All right, like I said, this is the Clarity Project. I'm Richard, CEO of the MSE Network, which is a positive platform. This is where we exchange great information. We empower, uplift, inspire, and entertain all at one time. This is the Clarity Project finale, and this is about what remains. So if you watch Clarity 1 through 5, we're now talking about what remains. So before we begin, this is not about me getting a round of applause. This is not about you agreeing with me. I don't even want you to believe me, right? I simply want you to be honest with you. Don't necessarily believe me. These questions and these statements and comments are for us to self-evaluate, right? So I'm not the guy that's going to be on the stage trying to get all the round of applause, but this is really, really thought-provoking. So I want you to simply be honest with yourself. This conversation only means something to you if you are willing to be honest with yourself, right? So this is not like a basic episode podcast. This is a mirror. So tonight's going to be reflective on how you see yourself, right? So the mirror don't really care about how successful you look. The mirror don't care how beautiful you are. The mirror don't care about anything. It is very unbiased. It only reveals what's standing in front of it. So keep that in mind. So this conversation is just reflective of who we are, and we can self-evaluate. And this is how we get to our clarity. It's tough to make decisions without clarity. And a lot of us end up in circumstances, situations, relationships, on jobs, living in places because we made those decisions emotionally and not with clarity. And that's what we're going to walk away with tonight. Over the last 5 weeks, we've talked about fear, purpose, pressure, excuses, identity. We've also talked about action. What does that look like, taking action, right? But tonight, I need to tell you something. Those were never lessons. They were layers. And this is what this is all about, right? Uncovering each layer. Every episode wasn't giving you something new. It was taking something away. It was meant to take something away. It was meant to remove the confusion, remove the excuses, remove the fear, remove the false beliefs, removing the stories you've been telling yourself, because clarity is not something you find. Clarity is what remains when you've removed that thing that keeps you from seeing the truth. Think about that. How much of your life have you spent looking for answers? Think about that. When the answer has been buried underneath all the noise. Think about that. I'm going to take a break and let you digest that. That was a lot. Get yourself something to write with. You don't want to miss it. in the middle of a rich lounge clarity project session. It's going to be so educational. You got to get something to write with or open up your note taker or whatever it is you need, because you need to take this down. Scientists have discovered that there's a certain dopamine that you activate inside your brain when you literally write something down. And it's more intense and memorable when you write in cursive. Think about that. So let's do more writing, all right? It's something with that. And if you really want it to stick, write in cursive. It helps with the wrinkles in your brain. Good evening to you, Queen Michelle, Queen Tara, and everybody else that's getting logged on. Right after this song, we're going to jump right back into it. I'm giving yourself some opportunity to get something to write with. Writing is very important. Write it down, write it down. I got an inside joke. I wasn't that great of a speller. I really was horrible. Until I started writing everything down. Good evening to you, Queen Cynthia Davis. So, trigger warning, somewhere in this conversation, trigger warning, especially for the ladies. I'm going to say something that's going to sting, but you need to hear it. All right, trigger warning. It's going to sting a little bit. It ain't going to make you cry. You might be upset, but don't leave the show. Don't leave the show. It's going to make me smile, but may make you frown a little bit, but I'm going to be all up in your business tonight, all right? Make sure you like, share, and follow. All right, so let's get back into the conversation. Here's the thing, and here's a note. Here's a little side note. Every now and then between the conversation, I'm going to leave a side note. Here's a side note. The greatest prison is not made of steel. It's made of the stories you've never questioned. And what do you mean by the stories that you never questioned? You know, the best thing you can ask yourself in any situation or circumstance is, but why? Or, but why not? But why? See, a lot of us just take things as they are. It's okay to ask, but why? Or, but why not? And then finish the statement. It helps, because it's really good sometimes to be curious about life and the direction that it's taking you and the people that have influence in your life. Sometimes you should question things. But why? But why not? That's a good nugget. At least I think it is. Listen, for all my social media lovers and those who believe in everything that it does and those who read the paper and watch the tabloids and things of that nature, I got something for you. All right? Let's think back to when you were born. See, you were born without a title. You were given a name. When you were born, you had no followers, you had no likes, you had no failures, no reputation, you had no insecurities, you had absolutely no comparison. Then life happened. People start telling you who you were. School told you who you were. Your culture tells you who you are. Your success tells you who you are. Your failures tell you who you are. And somewhere along the way, you stop asking, who am I? And started asking, who do people expect me to become? Process that. Put a 1 in the chat. because I don't want you to miss that. All right? Somewhere along the way, you stop asking, who am I? And started asking, who do people expect me to become? See, this Clarity Project wasn't about creating a new person. It's about introducing you back to the person you lost. That's what clarity is about. I'm pausing because I'm letting it sink. Thanks for all the ones. See, the hardest person to find is the version of yourself that's been buried under everyone's expectation. So if you're feeling lost, ask yourself, where's the version of yourself that has been buried under everyone else's expectation? You're in there somewhere. You're in there somewhere. See, there are versions of us that exist that tells a lie so that we can get along with the world's expectation. Some of us are walking around saying that we're okay, and we're not. Some of us put on makeup and we mask the truth. We mask the pain. We mask who we are. And the truth of the matter is, your neighbor is probably doing worse than you, but you're showing up looking better. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of times we live the lie because we're buried underneath the truth. So here's the thing. This goes to the men and the women. Men, if you carry wallets, I don't have mine on, but I'm proud of myself because I don't even carry a wallet anymore. I carry this little metal thing that it holds about 10 cards. And I'm good with it. So this is for anybody that carries a backpack, carries a wallet, carries a purse. But for all intentional purposes, we're going to speak about purses because I think the message goes over a little bit better. So if you're from old school, pocketbook, handbag, weapon, whatever you carry, you know what I'm saying? But for all intention purposes, we're talking about your purse. Ladies, let me ask you a question and be honest with me. Have you ever purchased or recently purchased a beautiful purse? Have you ever or recently purchased a new purse? Gentlemen, have you purchased a new wallet? Is it clean? Is it organized? Everything has its place, right? Everything has its place. Your wallet is easy to find, especially when you get a brand new purse. It is so organized. Your wallet is easy to find. Your keys are exactly where you left them in your purse. Your phone sits perfectly in a corner that you place it in. And you tell yourself, this time, I'm going to keep it organized. But then life happens. First thing is you throw a receipt in there. You say, I'm going to put it properly later. Then you throw another receipt. Then you throw a business card. Throw a couple of loose coins. Then you, in the rush, and then you throw your old lip gloss in there. And then you say, you know what, I'm going to need this phone charger. And I just throw my phone charger in there. Somebody give you a business card and you throw that in there too. Then your aspirin, your Tylenol, you throw that in there. You know what? I'm always in the rush. Let me throw a snack in there, right? Oh, I need a pen too. But then the pen that you put in there, it don't work. It might be leaking, right? Then there's a couple of coupons that expired 6 months ago. Before you know it, that beautiful purse is not beautiful anymore. It's heavy, it's cluttered, and the craziest part, the very thing you need the most is always the hardest thing to find. Isn't that exactly how many of us carry life? Every disappointment, we throw it in the purse. Every betrayal, we throw it in the purse. Every hurt, we throw it in the purse. Every opinion somebody had about us, we throw it in the purse. Every regret, every failure, every what if, we just keep stuffing it inside until one day we don't realize we're carrying a purse anymore. We're carrying our past. Many of us are not carrying a purse anymore. Many of us are carrying our past. Then one day you decide, I need a new purse. So what do? You buy a new purse. I got a fresh one. It's beautiful. It's clean. And for a moment, it feels like a brand new beginning. But here's the question. If you never change what you carry, did you really change your life? Because most people don't transfer wisdom. Most of y'all transfer clutter. Some of y'all take every unnecessary burden, every old habit, every fear, every grudge, every excuse, and you unpack it from yesterday, only to repack it into tomorrow. See, the purse may change, but the person didn't. The wallet for the gentleman didn't necessarily change. You bought a new wallet, you bought a new purse, but you didn't change. And that's where a lot of us are. We can change our vehicles, our residence, our relationships, our locations. We can even retire. But a lot of us still remain the same. And that's why the cycle keeps repeating itself. See, life doesn't necessarily keep giving us new weight. It feels like new weight because we refuse to let go of the old weight. Here's a nugget for you. You'll never experience the freedom of a new season if you insist on packing it into the same baggage from the last purse. See, real clarity isn't buying a bigger purse. Real clarity is having the courage to ask, why am I still carrying this? That's courage. Fellas, take some of the old stuff out your wallet. And I'm not necessarily speaking literally of a wallet, not literally of a purse, but I'm using it as a metaphor. What are you carrying that is clouding your clarity? See, here's what I've learned. Some things belong in your memories. This is the truth. Some things and some people belong in your memories. They don't belong in your daily bag, but we still carry them. See, some relationships need to stay in yesterday. Some failures need to stay in yesterday. Some failures have already taught you the lesson. So why are you still carrying the failure? Some disappointments expired years ago. Some opinions were never yours to carry in the first place. So before you ask God for bigger blessings, ask yourself a better question. What can I finally leave behind? Because clarity is not about finding room for more. Clarity is deciding what no longer deserves a place in your life. Period. Here's a question. What if clarity is not learning how to carry more? What if clarity is finally deciding what you need to put down? Think about that. I hope that this is helping us transform. From episode 1 to 5, it was meant to expose where we are and be honest and investigate what we have been doing with our lives to bring us to this point where now we can seek and receive more clarity, right? So I got 4 questions, but don't answer me, answer yourself, right? I want you to be serious and think about this, and I'm going to pause in between the questions because I want you to really take it to heart, because it's going to really help you. It's really going to help you. It only works if you're honest. So my first question to you is, what reality are you ignoring and why? What reality are you ignoring? Here's another question. What decision have you already made but refuse to acknowledge that you've made the decision? See, a lot of us have made decisions and refuse to acknowledge that we've made it. It's the decision to leave a job. You've already left, but you're showing up. Decision to retire, but you haven't retired. Decision to downsize, but you have not downsized. Decision to vacate an abusive relationship, but you're still in it. Decision to get a job, but you haven't done what it takes. Decision, you've made a decision to be more healthy or to lose weight, but you haven't started yet. Question, what decision have you already made, but you are still negotiating with yourself? That was question number 2. Question number 3. And this is related to question number 2. Since you're being indecisive, what is making the decisions for you? Since you are being indecisive, what is making the decision for you? Who is making the decision for you? All right, so question number 1, what reality am I ignoring? Number 2, what decisions have I already made but refuse to acknowledge that I made it? So that's like a 2-part, so it's actually 3. And the third one is, what's been making decisions for me? See, ladies and gentlemen, these answers is where your clarity resides. See, not my clarity, your clarity. Answer those questions. What reality that sets with you that you continue to ignore? What decisions have you already made but refuse to acknowledge? And what's making decisions for you? Answer those questions, and that's where your clarity resides. This is going to shock you, my perspective of purpose. Now, I'm not an evangelist, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, anything of that. What I am is I'm a coach, but I'm also a guy whose philanthropy has been in being an architect on finding ways to navigate through being stuck and navigate from where we are to where we need to be and how to get there. So I help find solutions, right? Good evening to you, Sam. Thanks for your comment. So let's talk about purpose just for a little bit. Let's talk about purpose. Most people think purpose is something huge, like changing the world, building an empire, or standing on stage. Nope. That's not my perspective of purpose. Sometimes purpose is really small. Sometimes purpose is a multitude of things. Purpose could be apologizing. Sometimes purpose could be forgiving someone or forgiving yourself. Sometimes purpose is simply applying for a job, or sometimes purpose is starting your business. Sometimes purpose is simply becoming the person your children, family, and friends deserve to meet. See, I think we think purpose is something extraordinary and huge. Sometimes purpose is finally becoming. Why aren't you becoming? And if you are becoming, make sure you're becoming with purpose. See, my definition of purpose is simple. It's 100% alignment. So when you're in alignment with your truth of who you were made to be, that, my friend, is your purpose. Let that sit. Let that sit. Here's something else I want you to think about. Your brighter future is not waiting on more information. It's really not. It's waiting on that one decision you refuse to make. So the future that you're looking forward to be brighter is probably in an incubator waiting on you to make the decision you have not made. Not at all. A lot of us are stuck in indecision. Make the decision. If you really open your heart and your mind the way that you should, then you'll really, really enjoy, or you'll really benefit from this next conversation. I'm about to get deep a little bit, but it's going to free some of us. And I know I need this. I needed to have this conversation with myself to help me, and it did help me. So everything that I speak about today has been tested by myself. Thank you. So we're about to get deep. We're about to get deep, and this conversation is not meant, trigger warning, it's not meant to hurt you. It's not meant to belittle anybody, but it's not also not meant to dismiss true feelings of happiness, pains, or wherever you are. This is not what it's about. This is really thought provocative, and it's really meant for you to be to release, so that you can move on. Sometimes we're being held back by our own inhibitions and the luggage that we continue to carry. So here we go. This is where it gets deep. See, after everything we learned about clarity, and for those of you that watch podcasts and inspiration, motivation, and all that stuff, this is where it really gets deep. I'm not going to tell you that tomorrow morning things will be different. See, tomorrow morning your bills will still be there. Your responsibilities will still be waiting on you. That empty chair at the table will still be empty. That person you lost will still be gone. That diagnosis may not have changed by tomorrow. The betrayal may still hurt. The door that you want to get through may still be closed. And the problem you went to sleep with probably will still be waiting on you when you wake up. So no, clarity does not always change your circumstances overnight. Sometimes the storm will still be raging. Sometimes the weight will still be heavy. Sometimes life does not apologize, or even the person that hurt you. Sometimes life won't return what it took from you. But here's something you can change. You can change you. See, the person waking up tomorrow does not have to be the same person that went to sleep tonight. The circumstances may be the same, but the decisions that you make, they can be different. The pressure may be the same, but the perspective, it can be different. See, the pain may still be present, but it no longer has to be in charge. That's what clarity changes. Clarity does not change the situation. It changes the person in the situation. So hopefully some of this stuff is really resonating with you and freeing you of some of the bondage that you're carrying around, some of the luggage that you're carrying around. Here's what I really believe. We may not get to choose what may be waiting on us tomorrow, but what we can choose is who shows up to face it. That is our choice. We don't get to choose what's waiting for us tomorrow. We don't even know what's waiting for us tomorrow. But we do get to choose how we show up and how we face it. See, once the person change, the decisions change. When the decisions change, your direction change. And when your direction change, eventually the destination has absolutely no choice but to change. So tomorrow may look familiar to you, but it does not have to be a repeat. Because the same life in the hands of a clearer thinker can produce completely different results. Let that sit. Clarity does not promise that tomorrow will be easier, but it guarantees that tomorrow will not meet the same version of you. Let me say that again. Clarity does not promise that tomorrow will be easier, but it guarantees that tomorrow will not meet the same old version of you. When your perspective changes, the same road suddenly becomes a different journey. You can travel the same road and have a different perspective, and then have a different outcome. Now, let me tell you something that may surprise you. The Clarity Project ends tonight, but clarity does not end tonight. Okay? The project ends tonight because clarity was never the destination. It was the invitation to finally stop just surviving. That's what this was about. It was also about an opportunity for you to start building from this point moving forward. So here's my challenge. Within the next 24 hours, have that conversation that you've been avoiding. Delete that distraction that's stealing your future from you. Take at least one action that you have delayed, that you suffer from indecision. Make a decision. Write a sentence or something, or text yourself describing the person that you're becoming. Not someday. Who are you becoming tomorrow? Because the action is really where the clarity is a reality. And now, for those who doesn't want the Clarity Project to end, I got some good information. Our next journey begins for the next 6 weeks, and I'll tell you when we're going to start. But we're going to learn how to see. See, now we got clarity. Now we're going to learn how to see. Our next question is different, right? Now that you can see, now that we have clarity, right? How do you live inside a world designed to distract you? That's where we're going next. How do we live in a world that is designed specifically to be a distraction? So the next series that we're going to go into is called Living Inside the Matrix. Living Inside the Matrix. Not the movie, the system, the habits. I'm not talking about Matrix, the movies. I'm talking about the life system, our habits, the invisible patterns that quietly shape our lives. Like, if you really want to know who you are, tell me your habits. So once you have clarity, you begin to see the matrix. And once you see it, you can never unsee the matrix. And this next series is going to blow your mind once I show you the matrix of life. We are all living in a matrix. The quality of our life will never rise above the quality of our truth that we're willing to face. So don't expect your quality of life to be above your quality of truth. So if you are not living in your truth, the quality of your life will not exceed the truth. So tonight wasn't about Richard, wasn't about MSC Network, wasn't about anything else. It was about you. If one question changed your thinking, if one decision changed your direction, if one moment gave you the courage to move, then the Clarity Project is a success. Remember, please understand, confusion is when you ask, why me? Clarity is when you say, what's my next step? And I believe your next step starts tonight. Yeah, so this has been the final episode of the Clarity Project. Please go to YouTube. Renee put it in the chat. Check out Clarities 1 through 5, then check out 6. And they're all dynamic in their own way. And we have had conversations about fear, about procrastination, so many different topics that we cover from 1 through 5. Please go back, and you may have to watch those episodes more than once, and it could really help you. Remember, clarity doesn't always move the mountain. Clarity doesn't move the big boulder in front of you. Clarity doesn't necessarily move anything. What clarity does is introduces you to the version of yourself that's ready to climb that mountain, that's ready to walk around what's blocking you. Clarity introduces you to the version of yourself that can get over the wall. So clarity is not a superhero. Clarity, once you receive and once you get clarity, understand it doesn't change the situation. It changes you and the way you see the situation. Clarity doesn't allow you to not see the truth. Clarity exposes you to the truth. And once you have clarity, you can better navigate with the truth and clarity. So as you begin to make your next decision, make it with clarity. Your next investment, your next relationship, your next adventure that you embark on, make sure you seek clarity first. And remember, starting tonight, that the person that goes to sleep doesn't have to be the same person that wake up. If God wakes you up tomorrow, you don't have to wake up the version of yourself that you are today. That's your choice. Make sure you move with clarity, because clarity is 100% truth. That's the one thing that we cannot defy in today's society is truth. We can manipulate anything. We can redefine anything. We could come up with any other solution in the world, but the one thing that we'll never be able to change is the truth. Hopefully that helped you.